Well, I had an incredible weekend. I picked up this card, the Latios and Latios GX Tag Team card. Uh, yeah, one of the most expensive cards I've ever bought for the business, and so I'm excited to get this listed. And really, that's only the second coolest thing that happened for me because this weekend was stacked. I don't want to tell you all about it. Well, what's up, guys? My name is TJ. I run a business called Poke Pastor TCG where I buy and I sell Pokemon cards. I do that all the time, and I've done about $250,000 in sales over the past 14, 15 months. And then also on this channel, I tell stories from my business, but then also teach you guys how to do that. So if you're ever like, hey, I'd love to try my hand at starting a Pokemon card business. I'd love to flip Pokemon cards. I believe that you can learn on my channel. In fact, I've gotten just a bunch of emails over the past couple of days of people who are saying like, hey, I took your advice, I started listing cards, and I'm really enjoying this, and I'm reaching level 4 soon. I'm making some money, and so that's really cool. So I love I love doing this, making content for you guys. We are closing in on 2,000 subs, which is crazy. We'll do a big giveaway, maybe a fun live stream, rip and ship. I don't know what, I haven't really planned it out what we're gonna do yet, but we're gonna do something fun. So yeah, and then I'm recording this on Sunday night. I might go live later when I'm doing orders. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, crazy weekend, okay? So remember, this is the second coolest part of my weekend. The first coolest part has nothing to do with Pokemon and everything to do with my job as a pastor. We had our baptism this weekend, which we do 2 of those throughout the course of a year. And the summer one we do out at the lake. And in Minnesota, there are 1 million lakes. Like, well, not 1 million, 10,000 is what they say. More than 10,000. Anyways, number doesn't matter. And it's beautiful. Summertime in Minnesota, you only get a few months of summer, but it is gorgeous. And we were out at the lake, and that's where we did our baptisms. And just from our location where I get to serve, we had 206 people get into the water and get baptized, which feels insane. Just feels like a crazy to get to be a part of something like this. So that was a bucket filler. I had a friend, a mentor of mine, pastor who's been serving for years and years in from out of town. And so I got to hang out with him, spend time with him, and that was really special. And then, yeah, on my way home from church, I was able to pick up this card and then a bunch of other cards. You can see like the Umbreon V, little Dragonite action, Lugia, Alt Art, and then the Bubble Mew, everyone's favorite card from Paldean Fates. So a bunch of cool cards there. So that's going to be a great pickup. And I still haven't listed all of that stuff that I mean, guys, I am backed up when it comes to listing cards. I need to commit a couple nights this week to just sorting and listing cards, which is like my least favorite part of it. But I got to do it because I'm spending all my capital and I got it all tied up now, and I got to get it listed so I can get some cash flow coming in. But that's part of the business, right? That's how we do it. We're wheeling and dealing, baby. But the cool news with that is that my sorting machine, I think, is supposed to come late July, early August. Who knows? Soon. So that's going to be sweet. So instead of, would I run these cards through a sorting machine? Probably not. No, I will not. But everything else, a lot of cheaper cards, like I can absolutely do that. And then it'll just sort them by set and give me a file that I upload to TCGplayer. In theory, that's how it's supposed to work. We'll see. And I'm excited to do that. It's gonna streamline a lot of these processes for me. So I'm excited to make some content around that when that comes, which is hopefully soon. So that's gonna be really cool. But did you guys hear Black Bolt White Flare came out? And the good news with this set release is that I was able to walk into my local Walmart, and there was just a bunch of it just sitting there on the shelf. Like no one was interested in it. And I was just able to be like, hey, you know what? It's been a while since I've bought the new product at release. I'm going to bring some home and I'm going to rip it open with my daughter. Except for that didn't happen. Except for when I was in Target and Walmart, there was nothing on the shelf because people came and they got it right away. Because people lined up outside GameStop and they got it there, and local game stores and all that stuff. Because hype is still around, guys. Like I know there's all this, so many people in the space saying like, hey, it's dying down, everything's going to crash. Like people don't like this stuff. As someone who's just like trying to casually get some cards at release to rip open with my kids, like I can't, like it's just not possible. So at least from that side of things, it doesn't seem as if demand is going down. Like I know Pokemon is supposedly doing like everything they can to ramp up printing, or they're going to create more printing facilities. They're going to outsource some of this stuff. And like, if so, like hopefully they do it quickly, because it doesn't seem, whatever they're doing right now just doesn't seem to be working. It seems like there is like an unquenchable thirst for product in this hobby. And it's kind of weird. Now, again, from the business side of things, like I'm able to make money. I'm able to, do what I do, and buy people's collections, whether the market is really high or the market is, where other demand is low. Like I'm able to buy bulk and sort through it, sift through it, pick out playable cards, reverse hollows, stuff that has value, and sell that. I can do that regardless of where the market is. So the two like biggest components of my business strategy aren't really affected by the state of the sealed market. Now, as a enjoyer of the hobby, someone who just like enjoys Pokemon and wants to, you know, open the new set with my daughter to see if we can pull any of the cool cards or whatever, like, it is a bummer that I can't get my hands on that. But that's just where it is, and that's just how demand works. If demand is crazy high, and there are people, you know, college kids or people who could use the money, and they can go in and, you know, clear these shelves and flip it and make $30, $40 a box. Like, I think that's lame. I think that's kind of cringe, but why not? That's how it works. I don't know. So that's a bit of a bummer, but at some point it will go down. Now, is that some point a month? Is that some point a year? Is that some point 2 years? I don't know. But whenever that happens, I'm excited to, on release day, be able to walk into Target and be like, hey, Bella, you wanna get you know, binder collection? Do you want to get a couple mini tins? Do you want to get a booster bundle? Do you want to get an ETB? And I don't know. That sounds fun. So there's that. But again, just really have to list these cards. So that's going to be my focus this upcoming week. In terms of content, I'm going to probably be shooting a vlog this week, which would be cool. We'll do a full day thing. I'm going to get some more how-to content out to you guys on the TCGplayer stuff, and then we'll keep on with the business updates and what's going on in my business. And then once I list all of these cards, because I probably, I mean, no joke in this office, guys, I've probably got 12,000 cards in inventory just sitting here that I'm still needing to list, which is not great. Like, if you guys ever are in a spot like that, my advice to you would be like, hey, pause everything. Don't do anything else. Just sort and list those cards, because cash flow is the name of the game. And at some point, if I don't start listing stuff soon, and starting to generate cash flow here, I'm going to be at a point where I'm cash poor and card rich, which means that there's going to be an opportunity that comes along, and TJ is not going to be able to take advantage of it because he doesn't have the capital. So that's going to be sad. And you're like, well, why are you recording a video if, and it's like, well, hey man, come on, dude. Why you got to be so personal like that, bro? Chill. Something else cool that happened tonight. I had not played Pokemon Go since the pandemic, since 2020. And my daughter and I were on a walk with our family, and she was getting bored. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to download Pokemon Go, and we're going to catch some Pokemon on this walk. And we did. And it was super lame, but then it was cool. It was lame because there was like an event going on. I didn't even know events were a thing. And the event that was going on, you could only catch Quaxly. There's Quaxlys everywhere. That's my least favorite starter they've released in like 4 generations. Who wants Quaxly anyways? Quaquaval, whatever. Like that is a horrible. I mean, maybe you love that starter line, but that is just not for me. So that was lame. That was super lame. I was like, man, can we find anything else? And I looked it up, and it's like, hey, there's an event going on. It's like, all right, cool. But then after that event was over, we were still, you know, walking around, and we got to catch all sorts of Pokemon. She had a blast. There was a gym, and you know, it was actually under a gazebo, and so we went and sat there. She thought it was so cool. And so just being able to like do that with her and watch her take that in for the first time was special. And if you guys have ever done something like that with your kids, you know that's pretty cool. But yeah, so business stuff is going good. Family stuff's going good. Church stuff has been so incredible. Like, oh man, I'm just riding the high of seeing that many people get into the water and get baptized. But yeah, so market does not seem to be slowing down. If you have a bunch of cards sitting around, what are you doing? List them, get them listed immediately. And yeah, if you're level 2 and you're trying to get to level 4, keep grinding. If you're feeling discouraged because stuff's slower during the summer, just be patient and you'll get there. You know, sort cards, list cards, buy cards, do the stuff. Yeah, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. But yeah, just a little ramble sesh for me. Wanted to give you guys some encouragement, a little update of what was going on this weekend. But more content this week. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel. It's been amazing making it, connecting with you guys, all of that stuff. I say this at the end of every video. Jesus loves you. I believe that he's got an incredible plan for your life. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.